Good morning, everybody. I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. And thank you for visiting my channel. Yesterday, I glued those together. They're leftover wood from my big vase project. And I thought, why not do something with it? So I glued them yesterday together. So they're dry. I'm gonna put them through a drum sander right now. Clean them up. Get this part out. So I could show you what the idea. Anyway, it is. I have another one I did yesterday morning, so that would dry, and I got it ready. And I gotta put them through the drum sander, both of them, but the other one has a kind of the idea what I'm gonna do. So that's one. That's oak, figured poplar, and I got dark walnuts, and this is figured three. No, this is poplar too. This is poplar, figured poplar, and then dark walnut, and then this one here. Got figured walnut, dark walnut, and poplar, and then I got mangroves. They are all left over from the big vase. So as you see, I already kind of like have the ring shaped. I'm gonna cut it in half, create a circle. The biggest one will be 12-inch in diameter, but instead of having them like that, I'm gonna have one like that, and then same thing, but will be offsetting each other a little bit. So it'll be almost like two design. I guess you just have to follow me through, right? So now I'm just gonna take him to the drum sander. And get him sanded. And go from there. Drum sand both of them. They're perfect smooth. Now I'm gonna split them in half. Each board is 24 inches, 2 feet. So I'm gonna cut them in half at 12 and 12. So there'll be, I get 12-inch diameter out of it, each ring, each board. So Manny said, hey, this is a nice cutting board, jacuzzi board, but that's not what I'm making. So no. So I'll take it on the table saw, and I split this in half. and I bring this two half together and run a circle into it, and do the same thing with the other one. And before I glue the two halves together, so I'll take it on bandsaw and cut the half circle. I think it will be 3 each or 4 each. So I did cut them in half, as you see. I'm gonna put them together, but I'm not gonna glue them right now because I need to get and make a circle. Well, there'll be the first one will be 12, and then will be I'll make them about one and a quarter, so it'll be the second one will be a 10 and 3/4, and etc until I get to the base, which will be here. And this is going to be my poplar. This is one of my also leftover pieces. This is going to be the base where I'm going to glue in the bottom and chuck it in here and hold the whole piece. So in the end, after I created this circle and glue it to the band, on the bandsaw. So the other one will be like that. Let's see, where is this? This one will be here, and I believe, yeah, this one will be here, and it'll be like that. So as you see, I already did the first. Now I'm making the second diameter. And next will be the third one. Be the same diameter as this in the end. So I have like a pedestal. So this one is done. I gotta do the same thing with this. But since they're gonna sit in between, they have to be upsetting each other a little bit. So the idea is to have one ring this, the next ring this, then the next ring this, and then the next ring this, and then etc. So it will be between each ring, it will be this ring. So you could see two design, but you have to kind of like look at it to see the design continue. Well, as you see, I got 1, 2, 3, 5 circles out of this. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the base one, so the other half will be this. So that's 4. And the other one, because of that measurement, I had to take a little bit. These 1.1 and these are 1 inch each circle. So I end up having 1, 2, 3, 4, and the middle one is 5. This 1, 2, 3, and the middle one is 4. Well, that's the idea. I got the math. I hope I didn't mess it up. That'll be, after cutting, it'll be hard to, once you cut the wood, you cut it, that's that. If not, I end up having too shallow bowl out of it before I glue it. After I cut it, I'll line them up and I'll see how it goes. I like the idea of having each design, just each circle, kind of like a divider in between them. and they both have the same pattern and they follow each other in the middle. Well, that's the goal. And let's see what happens. I gotta get ready to take him on a bandsaw and start cutting. Of course, I cut the first one straight, and the rest is gonna be an angle so they meet each other. Well, as you see right now, I have the bandsaw platform set up on 40-degree angle, and I'm gonna attempt to cut these rings until the last one. So let's start, and next use the vacuum sound and so the idea is to grab the first one and upside down, second one match the line, got the idea. So let me cut the other one. Well, as you see, that's the pattern I was going for. I got it, but it didn't come up as big as I want to, and the wall is going to be really thin, so I have to deal with that. It's kind of like a double pattern. There's one here, you could see it, and then there's the other one over here, you could see it. So they kind of like overlap each other in a way. You could see it in the end, they meet up anyway. So let's see what happened. Hi everybody. Well, time to glue these rings together and wait for them to dry. So as you see, I have taped them in the bottom so I could easily put them back together again. Good morning everybody. As you see, I glued the pieces together and I have it on cold jaw to press it against the waste block. I glued it into the waste block so that way I have a mean, because I need to get to the final piece, the last piece. So I'm gonna start shaping the outside while still holding it like that. That way I could balance it and go inside and get ready to turn this thing. So I hope you guys follow me through the journey and you like what you see. Don't forget, thumbs up, share the video, friends and family, I would appreciate that. And I can't thank you enough for visiting my channel. And I do love all the support I get from you guys in your comment. Motivate me to do better and different work every time. And I do appreciate that. So let's get ready to turn this thing. I'm gonna put my face shield in a mask and start with it. So let's get going. Let's see how fast we could run this thing. About 500. Hi everybody, as you see I have this thing on waste block glued in. I have a tailstock pushed in, so just for extra support. I'm just gonna knock the corners, get it straightened so I could go at it inside. So let's see what happens. So as you see, I have it on a hold now. I want to separate this and put a different wood and have the same kind of style base. I kind of like that style, but this thing is, I should have started with the other one, but I didn't thought I would need the base for it, but I kind of like this. Change of plan anyway, so. So as you see, I already glued a piece of a bigger bottle in the back. I just have to shape it a little bit so they could meet somehow over there and start sanding down. So I'm just gonna put my mask and face shield on. That's pretty much it for right now. I'm gonna sand outside from 80 to 400, and I'll bring you guys when I'm ready to finish the inside. Later. As you see, I sanded from 80 to 600. It already shines. I cleaned it with teenager alcohol, put a sand and seal on it. So now I'm doing Obi Shine Juice and see what it looked like after. Not bad. Gonna let it sit, dry for 30 minutes or so and put a second coat. I'll meet you guys on the final photo on display, and I hope you guys like what you see. As always, I do appreciate your comment. You like it, don't forget to give it some up. You don't, thumbs down, no problem. You have any comment, I'd love to hear it. If you've seen my previous video, I made that 33-inch vase. What you see this, it's left over the wood, the cutoff. I glued them together and that's what I came up with. They were not big enough to make something, but combine them together and glue them to each other and make strap out of them and figure out the design, and that's what it came out. That's left over the vase, so it has the red oak, walnut, poplar, mahogany, maple, has all that same 6 different type of wood I had in the vase. They're in here. All right, so let it sit and dry, and I'll bring you guys on the final photo and display. And I hope you guys like what you see. Later. Peace. So you get to see inside of it. Finally done. I love the chatouille on the red oak and the dark walnut. Mahogany is doing a very good job too. And the base is poplar, figured poplar. Finally done. This is a leftover from the vase. The wood are the same, the 6 type of wood I had in the vase, or some small pieces. I glue them to each other, and this is the result. It is trophy funnel ball. I glue up 2 pattern, and I cut them in the rings, glue them to each other again, and I skipped one and used the other one. So there are 2 designs. Merged into one. The chatouille on some of the wood is just fantastic, especially the dark walnut, the maple, mahogany. They just, I love the way they change color. This is the dark walnut. This is the mahogany. And the base is figured poplar. I hope you all like it. You do, thumbs up. You don't, thumbs down. You know the routine. I really do appreciate you guys visiting my channel. You have any comment, I'd love to hear it. And if you like what you see, share my video. I would appreciate that. Until next time, God bless. Enjoy your day.